in the game.
Sports in the game.
Great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. Noon on a Saturday and a perfect time for this showdown. And the Mountaineers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense comes onto the field first today. A key in this running game will be Joe Jackson. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him. Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Moves the pocket. It's Goodman. Out wide left, it's Dixon. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Jackson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Working the ground game. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They'll give it to him again. Looking for a crease. Past the 6. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Goodman. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know,
Touchdown, Cincinnati! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And he will get plenty of attention in this one. Here's Prince Strawn, a transfer portal addition from USC. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing, Fox. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Cradles it at the 35. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab. It's Grover. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Finds his man on the RPO. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
He's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to go. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Left side is Smith. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit... Statement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Right at the line. Got an alley. Oh, he's got some space. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and those 3rd and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Quick give. It's Jackson. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
Snagged in the middle. It's Dixon. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Bearcats are rolling down the field. They'll run it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Jones wants to throw it. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tough run here. It's Jackson. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Bearcats! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Straka. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before. On the return. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Drives inside. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Fox on the play action. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Straka. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Straka. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success, and now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Pushes ahead. Breaks the tackle. He's down short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Under pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Lets it develop. It's Jackson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Burrowing for yardage. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
The give on 4th. turning it on. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Jones to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it first and goal.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. On the run, it's Butler. Can't get him to the ground.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Fox from the gun on third down. He's got it. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Mountaineers will have it first and 10.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Here we go.
Running to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Offense lining up quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Look out! Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Long way to go on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dixon. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll need a bunch on second down. Fox. He'll throw it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Fox. And he almost had a pick.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Cincinnati sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with the big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. 2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires left. Fires left side. It's Smith. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shoots it to the left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Now from inside the red zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bearcats. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Temple Owls.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Mountaineers head coach. They have got to be more balanced offensively. The running game has been reliable here in the first half, but now their opponents are stacking the box on defense. It is crucial they get the pass game going, get those guys out of the box, and force them to cover downfield. A more balanced attack is essential to start the third quarter.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Ready, go! Ready, go!
Throwing Fox. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Mountaineers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Cincinnati sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Jones to throw. Out wide left, it's Henry. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down to the air. Stepping to the right. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the pummeling has started.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. Stopped right there.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Quarterback keeper. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. They boot it away. Trying to make one miss. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the Bearcats sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Jones wants to throw it. He took a hit as he threw. Couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Fox, keeping his eyes downfield. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and they're in a 3-4 alignment, and you're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapse the pocket on that play.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the right. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Able to get 1 down to the 15. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Jones to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. The run inside, it's Jackson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bearcats need to pick it up on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside, it's Butler. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeps it himself. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go play action with Fox. Just had to get rid of it.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Powers inside. Runs through the tackle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Sends it back in motion. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jones wants to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. RPO complete. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. Third, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The ride. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll go to the counter play. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down, and it'll be 40. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Finding some room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now on 2nd down. The give and tick, 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 tick. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more.
Snags it, and there's running room. Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't